And again, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited y'all join us. My name is Rhea Moore. I am a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. What that means, y'all, is that I've just been blessed with Plexus, health wise mainly. Also, I've just been sharing. I just started sharing with friends and family once I saw what it was doing for my daughter, for myself, for my other kids. I have three daughters, for my husband, for my parents, for my in laws, y'all, everybody. Okay. Um, so I just started sharing once I was experiencing these amazing health wins. I'll get more into that. And so now I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. So it's changed my family, not just health wise, but also financially. So I am going to go ahead and start screen sharing. This is Gut Health 101, y'all. So we are really going to talk about what is gut health, what does it mean, where does Plexus fit into this, and what good gut health can do for you. This is like you hear more and more about gut health, right? It's been around for a while, but you're really hearing more and more about it because people are realizing that your gut is not only, like people will call it your second brain, but really doctors are starting to call your brain your second gut. So everything is connected to your gut health, y'all. And so when you have good gut health, you will see such a huge change. I want to share this screen right here. These are just some of the things, y'all, that are connected to gut health. Look at these list of these symptoms and these issues that you may be experiencing. And if you are on Plexus and some of these things you experience and you no longer experience after starting your Plexus supplements, share that in the chat, y'all. If you have not started Plexus yet, share in the chat what you are experiencing so we can make sure that we help you get started on the right products. Only if you're comfortable, no pressure. But I will share, right? I'll be the first one, icebreaker. Some of the things that I was experiencing: cold hands and feet, y'all. I mean, not only were my hands and feet like cold all the time, but I would have numbness. I would have a lot of numbness in my hands and my feet. And that has gone away. I didn't even know that was connected to gut health. I've always had sleep problems. Always have had sleep problems. Was on Ambien for a while. I got off of that once I started having kids because I'm like, I gotta wake up in the morning, or in the middle of the night if I need to, right? I've always had issues. I no longer have sleep issues. I sleep so good, y'all. I sleep well. I go to sleep. I stay asleep. I wake up feeling rested. I had anxiety. I was on Xanax, and I can't even remember the other medication that my doctor had me on daily. But I had anxiety issues, ADD. I've been on Vyvanse, Adderall, Ritalin, Strattera, and I'm not anymore. So that was something that I was dealing with, the ADD. Also increased belly fat. So, and that people are shocked to hear that. I'm a Pilates and bar instructor, and my midsection was always that was like the devil, right? I could never like tackle that midsection. I just had, no matter what I did, and I taught these core classes, right, these abdominal workout classes, and finally that stubborn belly fat and those love handles are gone. That has to do with gut health. Also, y'all, one of the biggest changes for me, my headaches are gone. And I used to get a sinus infection like every couple months. I have not had a sinus infection or any sinus issues, no respiratory infection, because I was just always battling this since July of 2019, since I started Plexus. And that is amazing, especially since I have lived in Louisiana and Texas, most of not, except for 4 years out of my life. I'm 43 years old. For 4 years, I lived in Miami, right? And so, but in Louisiana and Texas, I mean, those are the worst places for sinus issues, y'all. And so it's for me to not have any sinus issues now living in Texas is amazing. And even when I go home, I'm not having issues when I go back to Louisiana. Also, I don't have the post nasal drip anymore. And I have energy, y'all. I just have really, really good energy. It just feels so good. I'm not getting B12 shots and drinking Red Bull and drinking coffee with extra with 3 shots of espresso, right? None of that. I don't need any of that. So that's my story. And what really spoke to me about Plexus and why I started sharing just nonstop is what it did for my daughter. So I want to share this before we really go into what is gut health, what is Plexus when it comes to gut health. So this is my daughter Claire, y'all. This is a big part of our story, my story. So she was born at 23 weeks. So what's called, a micro preemie, and she was in the NICU for 8 months. And with that came a lot of a lot of issues, right? She was on oxygen until she was 2. She was tube fed until she was 4. She didn't eat, chew and swallow food, solid foods. We had to puree all her foods until she was in 2nd grade. And she has hydrocephalus, that's fluid in her brain. So she's had a couple brain surgeries. She suffers from migraines. She has very mild cerebral palsy. She also has gastroparesis. That's a another chronic issue. And what happens is like your muscles, your digestive muscles stop moving, so you're not digesting food, and it's just it wreaks havoc on your system, y'all. It's just the worst. Gastroparesis is just the worst. I mean, she just couldn't get any nutrition. She was underweight, ADD, cognitive delays. She had like a delayed cognitive processing. And I mentioned the migraines, but also, she had very underdeveloped lungs from being a micropreemie, and she has bronchopulmonary dysplasia. So just a lot of issues with her lungs and her asthma. So I really got into the health and wellness. I already kind of was raised with a crunchy mom, right? Who's really focused on wellness. But I really got into it, y'all, with my oldest daughter. This is Claire that I'm telling you about, because I really was focusing on what we were putting into our bodies, and what I wanted to do everything I could for her nutrition. And so I had her off of the gluten. I had her off of processed foods. I had her off of any kind of dyes, in her foods. And it really did make that much of a difference. And I know that it did, but I guess I'm saying these symptoms, right? As far as these symptoms that I'm mentioning, what really made the difference, y'all, because I was focused on gut health. I was focused on, having healthy bacteria in her system through our foods. I was focused on eating anti-inflammatory foods. And I didn't see the change until I added Plexus. And Plexus was what just changed everything. This is a before and after of Claire. The picture on the left, this is in 2018. This is at her annual evaluation at Texas Children's Hospital. She has a team of doctors. Claire's had 8 major surgeries. She, has physical therapy, occupational therapy, feeding therapy, vision therapy, behavioral therapy, you name it, we've had it, right? Feeding therapy. And so in this annual eval, she has her neurologist, her neurosurgeon, her gastroenterologist, her nutritionist, her physical medicine doctor, you name it, they are there, right? And at the Texas Children's Complex Care Clinic and the Cerebral Palsy Clinic. So this is the picture in 2018, everything that I mentioned, and just look at her, y'all. The picture speaks volumes. You see Claire on the left, and that look that she's giving, it's kind of like in outer space. That was just our Claire. And look, she's not even supposed to be here, y'all. They gave her 48 hours to live. This child is 13 years old now, so everything is perfect. All this is perfect. This before picture, I'll take it. I'll take it any day, right? But I want to share what's happening since adding Plexus and starting Claire on Plexus. This was about 6 months later. Excuse me, 6 months after starting Plexus. This is in 2019. It was the next annual eval, same office, same doctors, different child, completely different child. You can just look at the picture, how she's looking at me. She's connecting. Things are connecting. She's a healthy weight, y'all. I mean, this looks like years difference, and it's just 1 year difference. Because we go the same time, we go in July every year. But it's just or excuse me, January, I believe. Yeah, January. But it's such a huge difference. Her headaches are gone. She doesn't have this coughing and wheezing. Claire always had it was like a white noise, this constant cough, even if she wasn't having asthma issues. None of that, all that's gone. Also, her gastroparesis, she has not had any gastroparesis episodes since being on Plexus. She's off of her ADD medication, and I tried so hard not to put her on ADD meds. In about 4th grade, we were like, oh, we need some help. Maybe we're doing her a disservice. And the side effects were really bad, especially for a child who was already underweight. Took her right off of those. And now I see an improvement on Plexus. And I know I do because I've been homeschooling and virtual schooling with her for the past year and a half. So I am seeing that difference every single day. And it's just amazing, y'all. She's not suffering from her migraines. She's not suffering from her asthma. She's not suffering from her gastroparesis. She's a healthy weight. She's just a different child. And this is the point where I started shouting to the rooftops about gut health. Now, what is gut health? So here's a really good visual. The top picture is bad gut health. The bottom picture, that cool, like crisp blue, clear water pool, that's good gut health. The top, bad gut health. Okay. So this is like your insides, your system is just yucky, right? You don't want that. And so what you have, y'all, when you have really bad gut health, You have this overgrowth, right? This like just bad bacteria. We're supposed to have 80% good and 20% bad bacteria in our systems, and it's flip-flopped. Most of us have 20% good and 80% bad for just a plethora of reasons. Our nutrition, stress, overuse of medication, that can be antibiotics, steroids, birth control. Like, don't even get, let's not get started on antibiotics, y'all. I mean, just that will just wreak havoc. It literally kills the good bacteria in your system. Processed foods. I mean, there's no denying we have just dumped our foods with sugar since the 70s. I'm also finishing my certification as an integrative nutritionist, and this is one of something that I'm very, very passionate about: the foods that we are putting in our systems, and the foods that are on the shelves in the stores that are okay for us to eat, y'all, and they are killing us, and they are giving this terrible gut health, which is connected to so much. I'll get into that in a moment. But back to the causes, right? The processed foods, all of the sugar, just the chemicals in our foods, y'all. Just so much is contributing to it. Pollution. I think I mentioned stress, right? Just all of these things are contributing to this dysbiosis, this leaky gut syndrome, or this intestinal permeability. All of those mean the same thing, right? And so you had your system looking like this. And what does this do, y'all? Think about a shiny red apple, right? Brand spanking new, clean, red. You know, it's you bite into it and it's all crunched, right? Now, think if that apple just was overgrown with like yeast and fungus and all, it looked like this, right? First of all, you're not gonna bite into it. Second of all, if you do, it's just gonna be mush, right? It's just gonna be mush. It's not gonna be like this strong red apple, and that's what's happening to our systems. So this top pool, oh, it's freezing a little bit. Sorry, y'all. But that pool on the top, I don't know why it's showing like two screens now. Okay, that pool on the top, that is resulting in this leaky gut over here. So this picture on the left, I mentioned, okay, bad gut health means a leaky gut, which means this dysbiosis, this imbalance. So this is good gut health. This is that clear water, that pool on the left. And so what happens, y'all, is this is our GI tract. So our GI tract supposed to be like a brick wall. Nothing is supposed to be able to get through that. That is our barrier. Like our skin is a barrier, our GI tract is a barrier to our entire system, into our bodies. And it's supposed to be strong like a brick wall. But bad gut health results in it turning into a picket fence. You go from brick wall to picket fence, and now you have a leaky gut. What does that mean? Exactly what you hear, exactly what it's saying. All of these things are leaking into your system, leaking into your bloodstream. You have these pathogens, you have undigested food particles. All of this is leaking into your system, into your bloodstream. And y'all, it is connected to so many things. Gosh, just for starters, what I was just talking about, right? ADD with my daughter. Also, it's connected to autoimmune issues, um, irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Like, think of these mystery symptoms. You know, you like, oh, I just don't feel like myself. And I felt like that, especially in my early 40s. You know, I would always think, oh, I just don't feel like myself. Why am I not myself? And I'm trying to figure it out, right? I don't have as much energy. I don't have as much patience with my kiddos, you know. It's much harder for me to lose weight. You know, I can't sleep like I used to. I'm not able to focus like I used to be able to. When you're not yourself, these mystery symptoms, these headaches that you may have, anxiety that all of a sudden you have, or it's food sensitivities, or all of a sudden, you know, you've been able to eat cheese all your life and now you can't even look at it, right, without feeling sick. That's connected to gut health. Any GI issues. A lot of people are misdiagnosed with IBS. Guess what, y'all? It's just a fungal buildup in your system. It's bad gut health. So leaky gut syndrome, dysbiosis, all of that. That's what this is right here. That is connected to all of the things that I just mentioned and more. All the things I mentioned with my daughter, it's connected to. And so what happens, y'all, is that all of the things that are making it through your gut are resulting in that. But listen, the good news is you can repair your gut. You can repair your gut. You can repair your gut with Plexus. We will get into that. I just want to focus a little bit more on gut health because this is Gut Health 101. So this is just your leaky gut progression, right? So you have your GI inflammation, and you have these toxins and food particles, and they're going through your system now. They're getting through that GI tract that's supposed to be a barrier. Things are getting through, and now you have these food intolerances, like I just mentioned, immune system issues. Y'all, that we'll get into the connection of your gut health and your immune system. Autoimmune issues, y'all. There's a direct connection. I can't tell you how many friends of mine are on Plexus and they're like, oh my goodness, I feel so much better. Thyroid issues. So I was like, y'all, I was about one doctor's appointment away from being put on thyroid medication before I started Plexus. And I don't have my levels are fine now. I don't have any issues. I actually had an overactive thyroid. So I had thinning hair. I was exhausted. My nails would break just so easily. I did not feel myself. And I was always so tired. And my doctor actually told me, hey, you know what's good for overactive thyroid? When you feel tired, eat some salt. So y'all, I would be sitting here and I'm like, okay, I'll eat some potato chips. So before I'm teaching fitness, I'm a fitness instructor, y'all. Before I would teach class, sometimes I'd be so tired, I would pull out a bag of Lay's and eat Lay's potato chips just because the salt they said would help. I don't know if it was helping, y'all. You know, we just do things that doctors tell us to do, right? But I'm like, how crazy is this that I'm going from eating good to eating bad because of my thyroid issues? Like, talk about a vicious cycle, right? So, anywho, moving along, I talked about my thyroid issues, y'all. You could see like my thinning hair here. I was just, I mean, I just looked tired. I was happy, y'all, but I was tired. So these top pictures are me before Plexus, and these bottom pictures are me after Plexus. And y'all, this is like I'm about 3 years younger in this picture than I am down here. Okay, at least 3 years. And it's just it's amazing. The Plexus will have you aging backwards. Here, I'm the same weight on each picture. It's that inflammation that's gone. I'm 40 years old in the before plexus, and I'm 42 in the after plexus picture. And I was doing all of my healthy habits, the really same habits. Actually, I probably had healthier habits on the left because this is when I was only drinking water, and I had just finished training for my first half marathon. And so this was 2 years later, and Plexus has helped me age backwards, and that's gut health, y'all. Gut health is connected to everything. I mentioned immune system, super duper important right now, y'all. 70% of your immune system, 70% of your immune system is in your gut. Some people say 90%. I just chose the lower number, right? Because I want to make sure I'm completely accurate. But I've seen anywhere between 70 and 90% of your immune system being in your gut. Y'all, when you have good gut health, you just don't get sick as much, if at all. Like, we used to be sick all the time. I have a husband who constantly travels and still constantly travels, and we've been fine throughout this. I have three kiddos, and my youngest daughter. I got to tell y'all this story. She's now 4 years old, and her legs were hurting really bad the other day. She's going through some growth spurts, and she was just crying in bed at night, like, "Mommy, my legs hurt, my legs hurt." I'm like, okay, let me see if I have some Tylenol, because I don't even know if I have children's Tylenol in my medicine cabinet anymore, because we don't need medicine anymore. Do y'all know I put the children's Tylenol on the spoon, went to give it to my 4-year-old, and she didn't know what to do with it. She was confused. And I realized, because this child has not had medicine in a spoon, I have not had to give her medicine. I have my older two, they're so used to getting medicine, just put the medicine in the spoon. And my 4-year-old was like, she was scared. She's like, "What are you doing right now? Where are my chewables?" Because she takes Plexus, she drinks her pink drink, she drinks her kids' drink, she takes her kids' chewables. And that's how much we have not been sick. I had to give her that time. I found some Tylenol and gave it to her because her legs were just hurting, growing pains with her legs. But we have not been sick, y'all. And it's going on over 2 years now. That none of us, we haven't experienced any of that. And we used to someone was always sick. I always had post-nasal drip every morning. My ears were hurting, my throat was hurting. It was always sinus infection. None of that. Your immune system, y'all. Your 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So when you have healthy gut, it's a game changer. Moving along, something else, your weight. I mentioned that stubborn belly fat also. One of those lists of those symptoms was inability to lose weight, y'all. I mean, it is just amazing. And it's not even pounds. You will notice when you start Plexus, the inflammation is gone, right? Your clothes will fit a little bit looser. And eventually, yes, people do see some, and sometimes it's not eventually, sometimes it's immediately. People see a drop in the scale, but I always say, don't look at the scale, don't judge it by the scale, because you will look and feel different. When you have this bad, and I'm not going to read through all this, y'all, but please, as I'm talking, please also read through these slides. But when you have dysbiosis, like I mentioned, that leaky gut, so your body sends these false signals to your brain and it wants more food. Guess what? That food is not properly digested. So you're not getting, not only are you not getting those nutrients, but you're still hungry, right? So you're eating more. And when you have bad gut health, you have your blood sugars just out of whack. Your blood sugars are out of whack. And then when your blood sugars are not even and when they're spiking and dipping, you're craving these really sugary processed foods, and those don't fulfill you. You're not going to feel full. So it's that, again, yet another vicious cycle. But when you have that healthy gut, and when you tackle that dysbiosis, you are going to feel satisfied. Your body's going to get the right nutrition. You are going to have more energy. Your blood sugar levels are going to be even. They're not going to be dipping and spiking. So you're not going to be craving as bad foods when you have good gut health. Literally, your cravings are different. Now, also, I wanted to share some. You heard my testimony. I love sharing my friend Dana's testimony. Dana had some partial thyroidectomy, so she had some of her thyroid removed. And I remember when she started Plexus, y'all, she had tried everything. And she said, Rhea, I'm cautiously optimistic. See, we'll see what it will do. And she admitted that when she got her Plexus in the mail, she just let it sit there for a month or so. And then she said, okay, what do I have to lose? So she opened it up. And y'all, these pictures are from Dana's first 6 months. Her first 6 months. Look at this picture at the bottom. I love and adore this. And she would always say, I was just drinking Diet Cokes constantly, nonstop. I always needed a nap. And in the past year, this all happened in the first 6 months of the pandemic, because she started Plexus in March, and well, she ordered it at the end of February. So I think she opened her box like March, April, right? So this is in the year pandemic when everyone is like, gaining weight, right? And here Dana is with after having some more thyroid removed, and she has energy and she's losing weight. I love that story. My girl Danielle, I love this Danielle. She started Plexus in March. I think it was like, yeah, somewhere in March. She started her Plexus products, and she's shared pictures of her blood sugar levels, y'all. And in February she hadn't started it yet. She ordered it somewhere at the beginning of March, came in, and by the end of March, she was on Plexus, or really mid March. And so she shares her blood sugar levels since being on Plexus. Remember, I mentioned that blood sugar levels. Y'all, this is what good gut health will do for you. This is what balancing your blood sugars will do for you. Now, I also want to share Dr. Petrie's story. Dr. Petrie lost weight. It helped with her A1Cs, her lipid panel, her cholesterol, her HDL, LDL. So she loves and adores Plexus. And I think I have another picture before and after of Dr. Petrie. So Dr. Petrie started sharing too, and she's an Emerald ambassador with Plexus. She has her Plexus Lexus like I do. But look at these, y'all. More importantly, look at these pictures on the left. So 2019, she had not started Plexus. This is March of 2020. And Dr. Petrie started Plexus in February. Yes, I want to get that right. Yes, February. So she immediately started seeing results. She was on our Plexus, the weight loss supplements. And so this last picture is September 2020. So y'all, that's what gut health will do. And so back to our gut health 101, your lungs. I like to focus on this because we are in a pandemic with something that can attack your lungs and your GI system also. But gut health and your lung health, it is real. It is there. Please read this passage, but this is from the National Institute of Health. And so they just talked about, they were giving these rodents like healthy gut bacteria. And so they had good gut health. And when they had good gut health, they had less developed asthma versus the rodents that were given the same, that were what do you call it, susceptible to asthma or asthma prone. They took the stool samples from asthma prone babies. And so the rats with bad gut health, y'all, they developed asthma. And the rats with the rats with bad gut health, developed asthma. The ones with good gut health, they didn't have to worry about the inflammation in their lungs and asthma. And I've seen that firsthand with my daughter. This is my daughter, Claire, the 23-weeker, y'all. And excuse the word text on here. I'm not a techie. Okay. So there's just that word is there. It's okay. But anywho, so this is Claire at Special Olympics track event. And y'all, she's able to run track, and she's just, our lives have changed. Our lives have changed because of Plexus. Our lives have changed because we are focusing on our gut health with Plexus. And then I also wanted to focus on, I mentioned at the beginning of the call, and I want to focus on this before I stop sharing, and we get into, okay, what are these products and what are they doing? The gut brain connection, the gut brain connection. I mentioned earlier that I'm finishing up my certification in integrative nutrition. Well, Dr. Oz is one of our instructors, and he was saying, I love how he put this, because a lot of times people will say, the gut is the second brain. And he said, no, the brain is the second gut. He said, your gut just, it controls everything. Your gut controls everything. And that's so true, y'all. But listen, 90% of serotonin, that happy hormone, right, that helps you feel good, feel happy, 90% of that is in your gut. So, y'all, when you have bad gut health and it looks like that top pool, your mood's going to be different. And I am a walking example of that. I'm no longer on Zoloft or Wellbutrin or my Xanax, or Prozac. I can name. I've probably been on all of them, right, in the past 10 years, and or past 15 years, and I don't need them. There's a difference between not being on them and not needing them, and it's okay if you need those, y'all. Nothing is wrong with that. Please understand what I'm saying. But I'm just giving my testimony and saying how much how much it has helped me to where I'm no longer on medication. So not, like I said, 90% of serotonin is in your gut. And I won't read through all this on the right, but please feel free to. But I'm going to stop screen sharing because I want to go over, well, I want to make sure I shared all that I wanted to this time. Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to go over the products, y'all. Let me hit stop share. And I love to be able to see the squares also. All right. So I mentioned when I start, well, I take a lot of Plexus products. I'll go through all those, but I mentioned my daughter. She started on the Triplex. So I want to talk about what the Triplex is, and I'll kind of really break down Plexus more. So we're talking about the Triplex products. So the Triplex are these three products, y'all. It is the Slim, the ProBio 5, and the BioCleanse. I love this combo. This is going to repair your gut. This is going to get your gut health where it needs to be. Okay. So let's start with the Slim. The Slim is a pink drink. We call it our pink drink. It's in a little packet. You put it in water. Make sure you put it in your room temperature water. Shake it up. And it's so easy. I love that you can just bring these packets anywhere. You shake it up. And I say room temperature because when it's cold, it kind of clumps up. But just go ahead, drink your pink drink first thing in the morning. I shared with y'all Dr. Petrie's before and afters. Dr. Petrie drinks 2 Slims. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. And during COVID, I've been drinking 2 a day. You can drink up to 2 a day, but I've been needing that extra boost of energy with these kiddos at home. But anywho, so your pink drink, y'all, it's called Slim. We call it the pink drink. It gets its color, the pink color, from beetroot. Beetroot is one of the most anti-inflammatory foods on the planet, y'all. I used to take beetroot shots every single morning because I hate a beets taste. Some people may like it, y'all. I'm just not a beets fan, right? But I would drink that every morning because I knew the importance of that anti-inflammatory in our bodies. I don't have to drink that anymore because the beetroot is in the Slim and it tastes good, right? So Slim is an it has anti-inflammatory. It's also a prebiotic, meaning it's going to help your body grow that good bacteria. We talked about that gut health, right? That 80-20, how you need to have that 80% good bacteria and 20% bad. Well, the Slim, that prebiotic, think about it as a fertilizer. It's going to help your body grow its own good bacteria, right? Do what it's supposed to do. Also, it has chromium in it, so it's going to balance your blood sugars. Remember, I talked about that earlier. When your blood sugars are balanced, y'all, that when you don't have those dips and spikes, remember that helps with your weight loss, right? Because you're going to crave different foods. Also, it's going to help with your energy. So when you have that even balance of your blood sugar throughout the day, it's just this clean energy throughout the day. And that's the best way I can really explain it. I immediately saw an improvement in my energy, like day 2 of drinking the pink drink. I remember my sister-in-law, when she started, she called it. She's like, Ray, is this for real? Because I feel like I have more energy. And this is my first day. I'm like, it is real. Now, some people it takes a little bit longer to experience, all right? But that was my experience, that was my sister-in-law's experience. But so the pink drink has that chromium in it. It's going to balance your blood sugars, and you literally are going to crave different foods. It's not that you're like, oh, you're so nauseous you don't want to eat bad foods. No. Like you'll be hungry and you're going to reach for, the cucumber instead of the Doritos because your body just wants different stuff. Your blood sugars, y'all, will trick you into wanting bad stuff. And it's not even it doesn't have to do with, do I have willpower? When your blood sugars are out of whack, your willpower is not going to help you. So that's what the chromium does. Also, y'all, I mentioned I did share some of the testimonies, weight loss testimonies. So I started with this Slim. It's a microbiome activating Slim. This is the one most of my family, I drink, and most of my family drinks. My kiddos, or at least my 13-year-old, my youngest ones are on the kids drink. I'll get to that. But my 13-year-old, she drinks this. And that's the microbiome activating Slim. And it's really focused more on, everything that I mentioned, the anti-inflammatory, the prebiotic, just good gut health. And it's more so if you have like bad GI issues, like I did, and because I've been seeing a gastroenterologist all my life, and my daughter did, we started on the microbiome activating. If your goal is more so weight loss, start on the Hunger Control Slim. So does the same thing that the microbiome activating does, but it has fiber in it. So it has fiber in it. It's going to naturally help you feel full. The Hunger Control Slim is going to suppress your appetite in a healthy way, not in a bad way, not in a crash kind of way, not just not unhealthy, not heart racing. No, but it's just going to help you with fiber, right? It's going to help you naturally feel full. So if your goal is weight loss, start with the Hunger Control Slim. When you decide what welcome pack to start with Plexus, you can choose which Slim. Now, on to the Probio 5. That's the second part of the triplex. Y'all, I love and adore this. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I love this stuff. This is the probiotic. So here's what makes Probio 5 different from other probiotics. Y'all, I've been taking probiotics for over 20 years. Never felt a difference. Never felt a difference in my GI issues. I had the reason I started Plexus was for my GI issues. I was constantly nauseous. Was going to my GI doctor like every other month. Like, you got to figure this out. I'm doing everything right, and I'm just like, I can't eat anything. No matter what I eat, it messes up my stomach. I'm bloated, gaseous. I mean, just I had these pains in my stomach, and I can feel the difference with Probio 5. Like I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this time I'm supposed to feel a good probiotic. Why is it different? Why is it a good probiotic compared to the others? You're gonna have to go get like 2 or 3 probiotics at the store to find what you'll find in the Probio 5. Here's why: it has an antifungal in it. Y'all, that's huge. That dysbiosis, that leaky gut syndrome, that results from this overgrowth, this fungal buildup in our systems. So the antifungal in here is key. It's going to help you repair your gut. That's really key in repairing your gut. But also, y'all, it has a digestive enzyme in there, and it's also in its freeze-dried capsule. So it's a freeze-dried capsulation, meaning it's actually going to get into your system. So other probiotics, if you have some of them, you have to refrigerate. Y'all, you're wasting your money if you have to refrigerate your probiotic. The reason you have to refrigerate it is because those strains are dying. Those strains of probiotics are dying when they hit heat. Well, that's your tongue. So as soon as you take them, all those probiotics are dying. They're gone. And you don't even make it into your system. And that's why you have these billions and billions and billions of colony forming units, CFUs, and other probiotics, because they're like, let's just throw all of these strains there. Let's throw all these CFUs, these colony forming units in there, and hopefully some will get there. Plexus isn't, it's not a crapshoot, right? It's not like they know it's going to make it into your system because it's in that capsule. It's going to make it into your digestive system. And that's why the Probio 5 is so different. Y'all, I love and adore the Probio 5. Now, think of the Probio 5, that's up the probiotic. Think of that as scrubbing your toilet. And the third part of the triplex, the BioCleanse, is like you're flushing your toilet. You're getting all the bad stuff out. It is not cleanse as in like, oh, I got a laxative or harsh cleanse. No, it literally is just helping your body do what it's supposed to do. We're supposed to eliminate every time we eat. We're supposed to eliminate every day, whatever you want to call it, y'all. Eliminate BM. We're supposed to do that, and we don't. And then we're also in this notion that doing it like eliminating or having a BM like, once a day or every other day or every couple of days is normal. We think we're regular. That's not being regular. And a lot of times, even if you're going regularly, this is not the healthy kind of going. I won't get into that, but a lot of times it's not the healthy stuff that you're getting rid of. Okay. So the BioCleanse is going to help you just naturally get rid of all the bad stuff. Also, y'all, it's a magnesium supplement. That's huge. That's something to Google magnesium deficiency. That's in the BioCleanse. It's going to oxygenate your cells. Something else to Google is an alkaline versus acidic state, your system. And BioCleanse is going to help you be in a more alkaline state. You want your cells oxygenated and in a healthy alkaline state. That you see a lot of. I actually saw a store the other day with like alkaline. It was an alkaline store. You just like alkaline water. You see all of these different things, and that's because you want your body in a balanced state. You want your cells in a balanced state. So BioCleanse helps you do that. That is the triplex. Those three products make up the triplex. But we have a lot more products. These are plant-based, y'all, supplements. I love and adore all of our vitamins and supplements. I'll start with some of my favorite. The Ease, actually, I don't have the bottle of Ease, but the Ease is an anti-inflammatory. If you suffer from chronic pain or inflammation, definitely get the Ease. Even if you don't suffer from chronic pain or inflammation, like I didn't, at least I didn't think I did. But the Ease has helped me. You feel so much better. And when you're fighting inflammation, that's also going to, when you have anti-inflammatory, that's also going to help your immune system, and it's going to give you that good health, y'all. Good gut health 101. That's the Ease. Also, I love the Mega X. So the Mega X's are omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. This is for brain health and heart health. And listen, y'all, as I'm going through this, get a pen and paper and write down. Oh, thank you, Miss Gloria. Look, Miss Gloria is showing the Ease. She's showing the bottle of Ease. So that's the Ease. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love, love, love the Ease. So now the Mega X. So brain health, heart health. Oh, I was saying, as I'm going through these products, get a pen and paper and write down, okay, I need this, my mom needs this, my husband needs this, my child needs this, right? But this is the Mega X. Like I said, heart health, brain health, y'all. I give this to my 13-year-old. I take it. My husband takes it. Helps my 13-year-old with her ADD. But also, y'all, it helps me sleep. I sleep so well now. I do not miss a night of my Mega X. Love the Mega X. Again, that's the omegas. Now also the X Factor Plus. So this is the multivitamin. It's the adult multivitamin. I'll get into the kids multivitamin. But the X Factor Plus is just jam-packed with vitamins, y'all. This has helped my hair, my skin, my nails, gives me a little bit of energy. And of course, most importantly, especially now, always, but especially now, immune building. This is going to really boost your immune system. That's the X Factor Plus. And if you want another boost, we have Immune Plus, which is one of our newer supplements. It's the Immune Plus supplement. And it's like superfoods in a capsule. And it's really to boost your immune system, especially right now during a pandemic. Now also the Vital Biome, I take this every morning. I take one every morning. It's another probiotic, but its strains are specific to your mood. And remember, we're talking about, your gut being your second brain, your brain being your second gut, but there's that connection, that gut brain axis. When you have this fungal buildup and you have really bad gut health, you are going to notice a difference in your mood, your anxiety, any, depression. And so I take Vital Biome. I take one every morning. I will never miss a day of this. I can tell the difference. I love and adore the Vital Biome. I also take the ProBio 5, but they're both probiotics. So this one's special, has special strains. So also, y'all, the Edge. The Edge is for mental clarity. I give it to my 13-year-old for ADD, and I take it because I'm no longer on my ADD meds, and I'm doing good, right? And I'm doing good with it. So that's the Edge. Like I said, it's for that focus and mental clarity. That's the Edge supplement. Now, I mentioned, y'all, the kids vitamins. Before I get into the weight loss supplements, I want to talk about the kids vitamins. So my kiddos they call it their vitamin drink. So it's the Mega Kids Microbiome. This is the kids drink. It's like the pink drink for kids, y'all. And it has DHA, choline, lutein. It's a prebiotic. It helps cognitive development. Just love and adore that. And also the kids vitamins. So the X Factor Kids, it's a chewable, y'all. It's a chewable and a probiotic in one. And this has helped it has helped so much. I'm like trying to slow down and go through all of it. But my 4-year-old, she started this when she was 2. She started taking the chewables actually a little bit before she turned 2. It says she started 2 years old, but I was like, here, girl, take these chewables, right? It's super easy to chew and swallow. But my 2-year-old, she just had this she was a mouth breather, and she was always just this wet breathing, always coughing, runny nose. All of that has been gone since being on the X Factor Kids. Also, my middle daughter, I have 3 daughters. She's now 9. She started when she was 7. She used to cough all throughout the night. Not during the day, but as soon as she laid down, y'all, this dry cough constantly all night long. And as soon as she started the chewables, that was gone. It also helps with kids' eczema. You'll see a change in their skin. My oldest daughter had eczema. She no longer has eczema. I can't remember the last time we had any issues with her skin. Had to put anything on her skin for eczema. So that's the kids' chewables. It's a chewable. It's a multivitamin and a probiotic. So now let's talk about the weight loss products, y'all. Okay, so MetaBurn. I mentioned the Slim, the Hunger Control Slim. You pair this, or make it the trio of the Slim, MetaBurn, and Balance. These three will get you to your weight loss goals. So MetaBurn, it is a metabolism booster fat burner. So y'all, if you have like stubborn belly fat, y'all, those like that. I used to have a muffin top, and people would not believe it, would believe it until they saw it, right? Because I was sitting here all toned Pilates instructor, and I just could not get rid of that muffin top. That muffin top is gone. So that's the MetaBurn, y'all. It's a metabolism booster. If you suffer from slow metabolism, get this. Also, it's gonna burn that like I said, that stubborn belly fat, thigh fat. It also give you a little bit of energy. Love and adore the MetaBurn. Now the Balance. The Balance is a carb blocker. So you take it like 20 minutes before your heaviest carb meal, or your biggest meal of the day, and it's gonna block carbs and sugars for you. It's gonna block up to like 48% of carbs and sugars. That's the Balance. You get the Balance, the MetaBurn, the Slim, and you are good to go. And also, if your goal is weight loss, do 2 Slims a day. Do one in the morning and one in the afternoon, to really, tackle that, like those 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, like munchies, right? And you don't want to like overeat. You do good all day, and you get home and you're like devouring whatever's on the table, right? So drink a second one of the Slim. Now, also, y'all, the lean shakes. This is really good for weight loss, but not just weight loss. I love the protein shakes. Miss Gloria's clapping. I see that. Yes, y'all, these are so good. I know Charmin loves them too. The lean protein shakes are so good. Now, if your goal is weight loss, use these as a meal replacement, and they are good. You can use these are actual meal replacements. This is not like a Slim Fast in a can, right? Where you drink it as a meal replacement and you're like hungry 30 minutes later, you're at McDonald's. No, this is like, it is, you drink this and you are satisfied and you are getting your protein, and it tastes so good. They taste delicious. We have chocolate, vanilla. There's a vegan, lean, vegetarian, whey protein. I love those. But listen, if your goal isn't weight loss, do what I do. I drink one in the morning. I'm not a big breakfast drinker. If I don't have some avocado toast, I usually don't do breakfast. So my lean shakes are my breakfast. And also the Active, y'all. I said and because I'll throw my Active into my vanilla lean shake. So the Active and the vanilla lean, oh, it's so good. Put that together, is so good. But the Active is a superfood drink. So if you know anyone who's addicted to coffee, or if you are, right, you're addicted to coffee, or you're drinking Red Bull, Monster, 5-Hour Energy, y'all, those are terrible for you. They are just so terrible for you. Get the Active. I love and adore this. I do not miss a day without any of this, but especially my Slim, especially Active. But Active, like I said, it's jam packed with superfoods. It's a natural energy drink. It is a plant-based energy drink. So I love and adore the Active, and it tastes good too. So let me see if I have missed anything. Oh, we also have collagen, y'all. So I put collagen in my Slim in the morning, shake it up. Make sure, if you're not on the group Journey to Health and Happiness, that whoever invited you to this call adds you to that group, because you'll see a lot of different testimonies with all the products. But there's some really good before and afters. I have a before and after of my mummy tummy. I have 3 kiddos, y'all, and I gained 60 pounds, 60, with my pregnancies. And it just stretched my skin all kinds of out, right? So the collagen helped me get rid of my mummy tummy. So I think I have gone over all of the product. This is all from my pantry, y'all. This is how much I love Plexus. Again, put in the chat your name and who invited you, so we can make sure that you get the promo code to get started. But how do you get started? So there are different welcome packs. I am going to just screen share for a moment again, just to go back to the cost. But y'all, there's a sale going on and I'm really excited about it. Okay, so you can start with the welcome pack. The smaller welcome pack is $109 usually, but right now, y'all, they are on sale, and they just announced it today. So the 109, they're $10. No, what is it, y'all? What is it? Because I know the 109 is now 99. So are they 10% off? Yeah, they're 10% off. And then we'll give you another, we have a promo code. The person who invited you has a promo code for another 10% off. Y'all know how I am with numbers, y'all. So any of my Plexus people on here, if I'm messing it up, please let me know. Cause I just, if it works, I'm all excited. I love talking about the testimonies. But anywho, so the smaller welcome pack, y'all, comes with 3 products. And there are a lot of different options. There are a lot of different welcome pack options. And that's why we say, hey, let us know who invited you to this call. Because the person who invited you to the call is going to reach out to you like, all right, let me know your health goals. Or, are there any products that you heard Rhea talk about that really, you're like, oh, I definitely need that. So we're going to help you choose the right welcome packs. You don't get anything that you don't need. You get everything that you do need. But also, y'all, I mentioned there are a lot of different combos. So just a couple examples of the 109 combo, the three product combo. You can get the Slim, the MetaBurn, and the Balance, right? Those weight loss that I mentioned. Or you can do the kids vitamins, or you can do the triplex and choose which Slim. With all these, you can choose which Slim you want. So that's the smaller, the 3 product welcome pack. But y'all, it's usually 109, but it's on sale for 99 right now. And then like I said, the person who invited you has a promo code they can use to give you another 10% off. Okay. So this is a really good sale going on right now. Also, it's usually, you usually have to pay like an extra $40 or $39.95 to get the access to the wholesale price for an entire year. You can get that right now for $9.95. So just for $9.95, you can have the wholesale discount, the same price that we pay whenever we order. You can get that same price just for that $9.95. And then y'all, the welcome packs are on sale. Like they're double whammy sale. Now, the larger welcome pack is usually $209, but right now it is $199 plus another 10% off of that when we do the promo. No, $189. See, I told y'all I'm all about the products, not the numbers, right? Right now it's on sale for $189, and then we have a promo code with additional 10% off. So it's a big sale going on right now. It's only for a short time. So make sure you reach out to your person that invited you tonight. But listen, the larger welcome packs, y'all, you get like 7 products. So I started with the larger welcome pack. I'm glad I did. And I didn't want to at first. I almost got the smaller one. And I was like, you know what? This is the only time I'll get this price, because I mentioned that you'll get access to the wholesale price for the next year. And that's like 25% off. But this, y'all, is 50% off of the retail. So the prices that I just gave y'all, that is 50% off of the retail price. And you can only get that once. You can only get that with your first purchase. So get as much as you can with this first purchase, right? Get more bang for your buck. But the larger one, there's so many options. I'll just give you an example what I started with. I started with the Family Health Essentials. So that was all of the kids vitamins, all of the adult vitamins, and the triplex. So those 3 products. I had the Slim, the ProBio 5, the BioCleanse. I also got the lean shakes. I got the kids chewables. What else did I get? Oh, I got the Mega X and the X Factor Plus, the multivitamins. So that was all just one welcome pack, y'all. There's another one for weight loss that has all of the weight loss supplements and the triplex. So it's really important, y'all. Plexus works together synergistically. And so when you really commit to this, when you commit to the products and you commit to the consistency of it, you commit to taking the products every day for at least 3 months, you are going to see results. You are going to see a phenomenal change in yourself, in your health, in your skin, in your appearance. Y'all, it's going to be amazing. But you really have to give it a chance. Now, I always tell people, hey, give it at least 3 months, at the very least 3 months. Because y'all, I noticed the biggest change in myself and in my daughter at like 5 months. And I'm so thankful. The person I went to undergrad with, a good friend of mine, I've known her forever. She's the one who introduced me to Plexus. And I'm so glad she told me, Rhea, you have to give this at least 3 months of consistent use. She told me that, and I didn't listen the first time, y'all. Like because she sent me some samples, and I kind of, I was like, okay, but I wasn't consistent with it. But when I purchased my welcome pack, I was like, I'm buying this welcome pack. I'm gonna make sure I do my products right. Once I get this welcome pack, and so do that for yourself. Be consistent. I'm so glad she told me that, because at 3 months I saw a big change. I really did. I didn't have any sinus issues anymore. I had more energy. My GI issues were improving so much, but by month 5, they were gone. By my month 5, my GI issues were gone. My headaches were gone. My daughter wasn't suffering with her migraines. She hadn't had any asthma issues. And y'all, by month 6, like rainbows and unicorns, our entire household was changed. So do this for yourself. Be consistent. we do so much for everyone else and we put ourselves on the back burner. And think about it, y'all. You don't put your kids in gymnastics for 1 month, and if they're not going to the Olympics, you take them out, right? Or you don't put your son in baseball, and if after like 1 month of practice you don't see him hit a home run, so you take him out, right? So don't treat let's treat ourselves how we treat everyone else. Let's give ourselves that commitment. Let's give ourselves that consistency. Let's just do this for ourselves. I'm so thankful that I did. It changed my life. It changed my family's life. It changed our health so much. But I'll get very passionate about that, y'all, because we struggled with our health for years, and it was just a game changer with Plexus. So that's how you get started on your welcome pack. The person who invited you to this call is going to get you started. But y'all, make sure that you reach out to them. Now, I do see the Galaxy A10s. You said Deidre Brown invited you. Let us know who you are, please, if you don't mind. You can just put in the chat who you are if you're still on here. I don't know if they, oh, yes, I see you. Okay. If you could put in the chat your name, we'd appreciate it. But does anyone have any questions? And any of my, we have some of our current Plexus team members on here. If I've missed anything, y'all, please, unmute yourself and share anything. But if anyone has any questions, you can put in the chat, y'all, or you can unmute yourself. We are open books here. We are complete open books, and we want to help y'all get started. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, thank you, Mickey. Thank you, Mickey. Let's see. Did anyone unmute? Charmin, did you unmute? Did you have a question?
I have a question. Tell me about your lean shake and your active. So you mix the active and the lean together?
Yes.
I'll be
When
trying it
I'm
tomorrow.
drinking vanilla. Now I tried it with chocolate.
Okay.
It didn't taste right with chocolate. But the active with the vanilla, I'm just being honest. I like how the chocolate tastes, but not with that active peach. It's like because chocolate and peaches don't go together. But the active and the vanilla, it is so good. It was like I needed to be
Okay.
next to a swimming pool. Yeah, like I was out on an island or something. It tasted so good.
And Charmin,
Yeah.
I add to mine my berries, my banana, my kale, and my spinach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I use the vanilla, and
Okay.
it just makes me feel better mentally that I'm putting the right stuff in my body, and it tastes good. It's not chalky at all, right, Rhea? It's not
Right.
chalky.
Yep. It's not chalky at all. It is. I've tried a lot of like protein shakes, y'all, and this is the best one. This is the best one. It's so good. It is so
Thank
good.
you.
Yes, thank y'all. And thank you for that, Miss Gloria, Mama Gloria, for letting us know your best
Oh,
practice
yeah.
with that.
Yes, yes.
Um, so does anyone have any questions? I'm trying to pull
Yes,
up the chat. Oh yes.
I do. I have a
Okay.
question.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'm on tons of medication.
Okay. Oh, you went out a
Before-
little bit.
I said I'm on tons of medication. So should I start with consult my physician first or just get into the program?
Now, I will never tell you not to consult with a physician. If you want to, I would never not say that. We have some nurses on here on our team if they want to chime in and may feel a little more comfortable coming from health professionals. I didn't.
Okay.
I just started. But go ahead. Janine unmuted herself.
I was just gonna say, what I would second what Rhea said, for your comfort level, absolutely check with your physician. But just keep in mind, these are plant-based supplements. And so I actually was just reading something about how deficient the American diet is, and that we will never really supplement ourselves to the extent that we need to. So it just gave me even more confirmation of why I Plexus, because our diets just don't meet what we need to have each day. So I would say talk to your doctor if it gives you a comfort level, but everything that I take, I don't take a lot of medication, but I do have a lot of, excuse my bossy dog. Um, I do have a lot of my customers that are diabetic, they have high blood pressure. And in fact, this has been very beneficial to them. Some of them have seen movement with their hemoglobin A1C, with their diabetes. They've seen movement with their high blood pressure numbers and cholesterol numbers too. So I say it can't do anything but help, not harm.
So do they still
Agreed.
take the medication along
Well,
with?
no, they still continue their medication, absolutely. And in fact, one young lady told me, that she's in contact with her doctor, and as things were improving, her doctor was making adjustments to her medication, in the tune of like lowering her diabetes medication, lowering her high blood pressure medication.
Thank you.
But consistency is key.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the other piece.
Mhm.
Consistency.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
A number of
Janine,
Yeah, that was a
our
great question.
ambassadors have had some of their team members report that their doctors are saying, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because the results are dramatic. And one of our friends who is on Plexus with us is a cancer survivor. And the doctor was amazed at how her skin, her hair, and her overall health improved. But of course, she states, as Janine said, our nurse practitioner here said, to consult with your doctor. But once your doctor can see the improvement in you, of course, any great doctor is going to say, continue to do what you're doing. I was a person who was on a ton of medications, and I did not consult a doctor. I didn't. I think I'd been sick so long, I was tired of being sick. And so now I'm so happy. My lung function is better. My kidney function is better. I shared before my a brain tumor that was there is no longer visible. It is calcified. I'm the oldest one on here. So again, consult, yes, ma'am, indeed. Consult with your doctor. But of course, since it is plant-based, I just want to encourage you, take an opportunity on yourself. And one thing I realized, when a doctor gives us a prescription, we don't argue with it. We don't question it. We just plop it in our mouths, and we don't look at most of the time, the side effects. So I want to encourage you to take a chance on yourself and try the plant-based products. Okay, what's your name?
That's my mom,
Who's
My
mom?
name is Mickey.
Gaynell.
Hi. Okay, I'm all in the family business, right?
My name
So,
is Mickey.
so Janine is my line sister. She actually brought me in about a week ago with Plexus. So I'm new to the program, and I'm starting it, and I am being consistent because she's keeping me accountable,
Okay.
and I'm being accountable to myself as well. And I asked my mom and my aunt, she's also on the Zoom, to join, to be a part of it, because hey, Sarah. So I just wanted them, I just want everybody to be on the same healthy journey. I can definitely feel the difference just in my energy level. I normally am like really, really sluggish, and it's because I work really, really crazy hours. And so I'm not getting proper rest. But now it's like I'm resting, just as you were saying earlier, Ray. I'm literally resting. And when I wake up, I'm just like full of energy. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I had to stop. And I'm like, is this like real? And then I went to rehearsal, came back. I was dry. My auntie sent me in the group chat. She was like, stop moving around. You're making me nervous. So, but I just have all this extra energy. And I, I'm just ready to see what else comes from it. But that's my mom. My mom is the one who actually was asking the questions, because she's definitely on a lot of medication. And I definitely want her to be healthier because I want her to be around longer. So, yeah.
Sounds like love to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like
yeah.
love
Sure
to me.
does.
The gift of love.
Yes. Mickey, did you have a question? I saw you unmuted yourself.
I did. I am texting, so let me come back. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, so I can stop texting, but I am so glad my cousin Deidre is the one that got me involved with this. And so I've joined, And I'm trying to get into, getting other people to come in and join also. And I've been taking the product about a week too. And I have the probiotic, the BioCleanse, and I have the pink drink. So I've been doing that and I feel so good. Even for the short amount of time that I've been using it, I feel so good. Now, I've been recently going to the doctor. I've been having some health issues. One, I'm trying to get prepared to have a hysterectomy. Two, I've gained a lot of weight, and so it has affected. I went to the doctor about a week or so ago and got some X-rays and stuff on my knees, and so they're saying I have minor arthritis in my knees. I had a little fluid on them, and I may be diabetic because of my weight gain and everything that's going on. So I'm trying to do something different as far as my health. And I know it works from the inside out, and trying to do things different as far as eating. And from what I understand, this product was really kind of formulated as far as diabetics.
For diabetics.
So,
Yes.
and so I'm on this mission, and I'm really trying to get it done because I just want a healthier me. I want to be here I have a 13-year-old, and I need energy for her.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I understand that. Yes. Oh, well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, so I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to be on these calls more. Like the other lady said, my work schedule is crazy. I'm up at 3:00 every morning.
Yes.
And I also have to take I take blood thinners.
Okay.
I have to do that on a regular basis now. Because about a year ago in April, I end up getting a blood clot, and they don't. It's unprovoked. So I don't know where it came from, But so I'm on blood thinners. So I'm just trying to get myself together because I hate taking medication.
Well, good for you. Mickey, good for you. Kudos to you for taking that next step and being on this call and sharing health and happiness and the products with other people. Like I said, y'all, we're here every Wednesday at 7:30, same Zoom ID, same link. We'll have Dr. Rachel Davis leading next Wednesday's call. So let everyone know about it, all your friends and family. And we're just helping each other get healthy, y'all. Helping each other, get healthy and live our best lives. We're trying to live our best lives right now. Thank you for sharing that, Mickey.
Before getting off, I would like to say my friend Miss Gloria Davis invited me on, and I listened to the presentation. I wanted to say thank you very much. I really did enjoy it. And it was great hearing you ladies' testimonies. And I want to thank Ms. Davis for being kind enough to invite me. This has been my friend for many, many years. I knew her when she was packing Erica. So that's her oldest. So it's been a long time. But I wanted to thank her personally, and thank you too for the present and all you other guys. I did enjoy it. And I'll be talking to her later about some of the things I'm going to do for Greta.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Miss Greta. Miss Greta, you are beautiful. You should have your camera on the whole time.
Well, it was, I don't know. I just say, well, let me sit and listen. Gloria may know how I am. But anyway, I got it from her. You know how she is.
God bless you, Greta. Thank you. Thank you.
Glad you joined us, Miss Greta. We're so glad you joined us. Well, everyone, thank y'all. This was enjoyable. I had a wonderful Wellness Wednesday, a great call. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. We're at a little over an hour, and I don't like to keep anyone more than an hour. But if you come up with any questions, if you're like me, as soon as the call ends, you'll think about like 5-10 questions. So we are here to answer them. Reach out to the person who invited you, and make sure you tell them, hey, I want to get started. Make sure that they'll use that promo code on you, so you get that sale on your welcome packs. But thank y'all, everyone, for joining us tonight. I hope everyone has a great Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you too.
you. Thank you, everyone.
Y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.